Hi, teacher and classmates. I talking about what the observation taught. Introduction. The objective of this work is to expose what was seen on the observation tour on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and to better explain what the objective of the tour was. Day 1. Well, we left on Monday at 6 in the morning to catch the bus for the long trip. During the trip we went through many places like Otavalo, San Antonio. There is a bus stop for picking up more passengers from there. The trip continued until we reached our first stop, which was in Guayabamba, where we stopped for breakfast and, well, after an hour we continued our long trip and, well, I really can't tell you much about the route because I feel asleep on each trip, but after 3 hours we arrived at our destination, which was the Hacienda La Favorita. And what can I tell you? That place was beautiful, and the first thing we did after unpacking our things was to play soccer volleyball before lunch. After lunch, we had a little tour where we meet forest species such as hood. After that we did nothing new as we continued playing soccer and volleyball. Day 2. We we got out at 7 in the morning to have breakfast, and 1 hour later we got ready because we were going to go a while of more or less 3 or 4 hours to place called cochas, and incidentally meet and collect samples of various forest species. What was in the place like the dragon's blood. The wall, the wall was very cheering, but at the same time beautiful. Since the more we learned, we saw more beautiful place. Until after 4 hours, we arrived at Las Cochas, and it turns out that there were some waterfalls and, well, many of my colleagues took a dive despite the fact that the water was cold. After that, well, went back to cabins where we were having lunch, and after lunch we did the same as the day before. That is, we played soccer and volleyball. Day 3. Well, just like the day before, we got out at 7 at morning for breakfast. After breakfast, we had short tour to collect the samples that we needed. After that, we took all the samples that we collect in the place in these 3 days to press to until lunchtime. In total, we collect about 25 samples of forest species. After lunch, we have to pick out our things and tidy off the cabins to leave at 1 in the afternoon. The bus The bus was no longer waiting for the return trip, and like the trek back, I slid part of the trek until we arrived to Ibarra at 6:30 in the afternoon. Conclusions. In conclusion, we can say that the tour helped you to learn much more about the forest species that exist in Ecuador, and above all, it also helped us to learn much more among ourselves since every night we set up a bonfire and told stories of either fair or personal. Well, thank you, teacher and classmates.